What if we said eating some of these foods can make a real difference in your thinking levels? You don't believe it, don't you? Why don't you join us on today's episode to find out what these are? Number 7. Dark leafy greens. You already know that dark leafy greens like spinach benefit your health. After all, it's one of the superfoods to add to your grocery list. But did you know that spinach is also healthy for your brain? Popeye was on the right track with his regular spinach habit. Spinach and other leafy greens like kale, Swiss chard, and collards are high in brain-boosting nutrients, including folate, iron, calcium, and vitamin Z and K. This appears to give brain protection by preventing dementia in older persons. The MIND diet, which combines the famous Mediterranean diet with the DASH diet, two eating patterns that have been acknowledged as excellent for health, identifies leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower as top brain foods. Eating the right veggies can keep your brain 7.5 years younger and cut your chance to Alzheimer's disease by 53%. Aim for at least 6 servings of leafy greens weekly for optimum mental health. Spinach is one of those leafy greens that may easily include in your diet. Whether frozen, raw, or cooked, it can boost your brain. So what exactly makes spinach helpful for the brain? The answer might be found in the B vitamin folate. It has been proven to lower homocysteine levels, which can be harmful to neurons. Dark green leafy foods, as well as citrus fruits, lentils, and other vegetables, have high folate content. Spinach may be used in omelets, salads, soups, casseroles, wraps, and smoothies. What else would you need, right? Number 6. Oatmeal and brown rice. For thousands of years, rice has been a mainstay of the human diet. Some Chinese rice cultivation implements date back 8,000 years, while some traces of ancient rice are up to 2,000 years older. Rice is now a standard diet ingredient in over 100 civilizations, and there are over 40,000 kinds farmed. Many of these kinds may be cooked and served as brown rice. Brown rice means the use of rice as a complete grain. This is significant because the less processed the grain, the more nutrients it has. But what we have to focus on is its impact on brain health. The bran and germ, the two outer layers of brown rice, comprise the majority of the grain's vitamins and nutrients. These layers are eliminated when white rice is manufactured, which is why brown rice is the healthier option. In addition, the high fiber content in oatmeal and brown rice keeps our hearts healthy and our blood pumping, and what's good for the heart is excellent for the brain. Oatmeal also contains protein and omega-3 fatty acids, making it a very important diet for vegans and vegetarians. In addition, oatmeal lends itself to the addition of a variety of brain-healthy foods such as blueberries, seeds, and almonds, and it goes nicely with a warm cup of coffee or tea. Number 5. Coffee and tea. What? Is your daily cup of coffee or tea both enjoyable and beneficial to your health? Sure thing! Along with the caffeine kick that gives you a distinct and often instant boost, both beverages include fiber and antioxidants, which have been found to improve memory and slow brain aging. You might be delighted by this fact if you're a coffee fanatic, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of questions concerning the effects of tea and other caffeinated beverages, as well as whether or not decaffeinated coffee would be beneficial. You see, it's all about the option. Coffee, like curcumin, resveratrol, and green tea extract, is a significant regulator of NRF2 activity and hence activates gene pathways to both decrease inflammation and provide antioxidant protection. These are crucial parts of Alzheimer's disease pathogenesis. But let me tell you this, when it comes to coffee and tea though, there are some do's and don'ts. Make it free trade, organic, and seasonal. Don't drown it with sugar or heavy dairy, and limit yourself to 2 or 4 cups each day. Prefer to add a warming spice like cinnamon, clove, or nutmeg to offer sweetness and an extra health benefit. You may also use a sweetener like stevia or an agave nectar, which are far superior to granulated sugar in that they don't rinse and subsequently crash your blood sugar. And remember, blood sugar spikes and crashes actually cause brain damage. Number 4. Seeds and nuts. Toss them into oatmeal or on top of salads and put them on toast or fruit and mix them into trail mix and baked goods. Seeds and nuts provide fiber in the same way that fruits and vegetables do, as well as protein in the same way that meat and dairy do. This helps to provide our brains an energy boost that lasts throughout the day. Seeds and nuts are particularly beneficial to brain health due to their high levels of vitamin E and magnesium. Avoid sweetened nuts and nut spreads that have been heavily processed and include a lot of sugar. Make your own nut butter in a food processor or buy them at dry goods stations at supermarket shops. And while doing so, make sure to get ones with no added flavoring ingredients. However, not all nuts are made equal in terms of brain health. The health advantages discovered in different varieties of nuts vary greatly, particularly in terms of brain function. Walnuts are the most beneficial nut for brain health. They have a very high content of DHA and omega-3 fatty acid. Almonds and hazelnuts are two of the most concentrated sources of vitamin E accessible, and vitamin E consumption has been linked to decreased age-related cognitive decline. Although peanuts have not been fully investigated as a brain-healthy diet, there are grounds to assume that they do. Other nuts with brain health advantages, such as pecans, chestnuts, and cashews, are frequently suggested. However, there have been few or no published scientific studies to support such assertions, so we might have to wait for more studies to be certain. Number 3. Salmon. Salmon is often seen as one of the healthiest meals available, but what makes this pink-fleshed fish such a remarkable cooking marvel? You see, our brain is really fatty. Fatty acids, the long snake-like building blocks of fat molecules necessary for optimal brain development and function, make up 60% of it. More than 2/3 of the fatty acids in the brain are DHA, and omega-3 fatty acid found mostly in oily fish, but there are some vegetarian sources because humans are metabolically unable to produce DHA on our own. We must acquire it from our food. DHA coats your neurons or brain cells like a warm winter coat, constituting the bulk of their cell membrane, the cell's outer covering. And just as you wouldn't leave home without a coat in the cold, you wouldn't want to starve your brain cells of DHA. This vital fatty acid protects neurons from damage, lowers brain inflammation, aids in the production of neurotransmitters that instruct cells on what to do, and is required for rapid information transfer along the axon, the neuron's highway. So you might be getting how important salmon is in your diet. Number 2. Fresh or frozen blueberries. Blueberries prove that the best things come in little packages. When it comes to brain health, studies show that they can help prevent illnesses like Alzheimer's, boost learning, and improve motor abilities. They're high in fiber, and despite their sweetness, they don't cause blood sugar spikes. However, use fresh or frozen blueberries. Dry blueberries are sometimes sweetened and hence less healthful. Because they have a relatively short growing season, cranberries, pomegranates, cherries, grapes, and blackberries can be switched for many of the same health advantages. Finally, we have number 1, avocado. This luscious fruit is a must-have for many meatless cuisines, as well as vegetarians and vegans who do not consume meat. It's uncommon among fruits in that it contains high-quality protein and lipids, which are generally associated with meat and dairy. It's beneficial to both the brain and the body since it improves blood circulation. For a savory breakfast or snack, scramble it with eggs, mash it up to spread on toast, or slice it up and sprinkle it with salt, black pepper, and turmeric. Enjoy it in any way you love. Alright, what do you think now? Ready to make some changes to your diet? As we said before, many of these brain-boosting nutrients are deemed essential, which means that they can only be obtained by eating the correct meals. Some of these choices have been carefully selected to increase mental skills and capacity, minimize age-related mental decline, and boost memory function, all while making you smarter. Anyways, do drop what you guys think in the comments section below. Think I'll go have me a snack now. We'll meet again in another episode.